Alright, guys and girls, welcome back. So, as you can see, we are looking on Game Pass. It is today, it is Wednesday, the 24th of April 2019. It's 3:44 in the morning, and we're just going to check out the Game Pass to see what we got in the Game Pass for either this month or whatever the month is. So, basically, most popular. We've got Player Unknown Battlegrounds. I think that might be on the list by the looks of it, because I'm in the Game Pass section. So we've got Forza Horizon 4. That's pretty nice and neat and tidy. Which we've got Minecraft. Apparently, it's just been added. So if you guys and girls like Minecraft, you can get it for free with the actual pass itself, the Game Pass. I believe you can play most of these on PC as well if you've got the Game Pass on PC. I think they're trying to bring it to all kinds of devices. I'm not too sure yet. But also, we've got Monster Hunter World by the looks of it on there as well. So if we go show all, let's click into there a minute and we can have a look. So we've got iDub, which is, or hashtag iDub. Another one called the Observer. Not too sure what that is all about. Let's have a look. What would you do if your fears were hacked? Year 2084. You are Daniel Lazarski, an elite neural detective known as the Observer, whose purpose is hacking by the looks of it. So let's just go down. What's the gigabytes? 9 gigs apparently to install that. So it looks like it could be a futuristic sort of action game, maybe. I don't know, or horror. Could be. I'm not too sure about horror games, though. But we've got the Xbox 360 games, A Kingdom for Keflings. I think actually I'm not too sure if that used to be free actually or not. Because I know one game used to be free, but or I think it was a World of Keflins. That's on the 360, is available on the Xbox One now. So you can play those two for not free, but basically with the Game Pass. Absolver Downfall. Then you got Abzu. Actually, I bought that actually myself. I think that should be in my thing. There's only 2 gigabytes to download. From Artistic Mind Behind Journey. Abzu is a beautiful underwater adventure that evokes the dream of diving. Immerse yourself in a vibrant hidden world bursting with colour and life as you descend into the heart of the ocean. Discover hundreds of unique species and form a powerful connection with the abundant sea life. Oh yeah, there's actually sharks in this as well, and they're pretty nice and neat. And you got whales, humpback whales. It's just actually kind of mind soothing. It soothes your mind. If you like to relax and play a relaxing game, I would actually recommend Abzu in your collection. It's definitely recommended by me. Intercharge, not really played that, or Aftercharge, what am I saying? Intercharge, Aftercharge. It's a 3 versus 3 competitive game pitting invisible robots against invincible security squads in high voltage tactical skirmishes. The robots must sneak around to punch down all the energy extractors on the site, while the guards are tasked to spot the attackers, stop them, and put them an end to uprisings. Now, as much as it is sort of multiplayer sort of style, competitive style game, I'm more into my sort of single player games myself. Agents Mayhem, not too sure what that is, but that's on the pass. We've got Alien Homand HD, no idea on that. Alien Isolation, no idea on that. Actually, I mean, to be honest, I played that the little bit of the Alien games, and I think they're okay sort of style games, and they're quite awesome. There's one where you can play Aliens v Predator and all that kind of stuff as well with it, and those are awesome. If you haven't played them, guys and girls, Aliens v Predator. I hope they actually add some of those Alien v Predator games, unless they have already have. I'm gonna have to have a look. Ark Survival Evolved. I paid over like 20 odd quid for that when it first came out, and now they're doing it on the Game Pass. To be honest, some of the game developers won't get as much money then, I don't think, if they're using the Game Pass, because it's to do with Microsoft. So Ashen, not too sure what that is. Looks like sort of warrior Viking game by the looks of it. By the looks of the cover, so don't hold me to that though. Banjo Kazooie, classic 360 game. Banjo Kazooie and Tooie. Banjo Tooie. We've got Nuts and Bolts. I think that's the sort of the DLC to Banjo Kazooie, or maybe a prequel. Then we've got Batman Return to Arkham. I don't think they've brought a 4K update for it yet to enhance the actual game in 4K. I hope they do at some point, because that, to be honest, didn't really have much great detail in that game with the Xbox One version compared to the 360. Wasn't really much of an upgrade, in all honesty. We've got Battle Block Theatre, not played that at all, but that's in the past, it's a 360 game. Got another one called Below. Bomber Crew. We've got Braid, which is a sort of a puzzle style game. Apparently it's recommended as well, because I've heard a lot of people playing that game and they actually enjoy it. So I think it's like where you got like sort of different levels of puzzles, and you got to get to the top or open doors and stuff, trap doors and all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty awesome. Castle Storm, not too sure what that is, but that's on 360, but it works on the Xbox One. We've got City Skylines, Xbox One, where you can build your own city, from skyscrapers and everything, and just ordinary housing and all that. And then you put people in the houses and get a civilization style going, and actually have your own city. We've got Comic Jumper, not too sure what that is, but that looks quite cool. Costume Quest 2, not played that as well. It looks quite good, I suppose, in a way. Then we've got Crackdown 3. Now, the campaign version, I've only played a little bit. I would say probably 10-20 minutes into the game. I think it's actually quite cool, actually. I like the weapons on it. The weapons are quite cool. And then the explosives and some of the cars where if you throw a grenade, it will actually bounce onto another car, blow the next car up. And it's assigned, well, it kind of goes into a sequence. I'm not too sure about buildings though, because I haven't blown any buildings up yet, but apparently you can blow buildings up and take buildings down, so that's quite awesome. Wrecking Zone, I suppose that's a multiplayer on it. I'm not too sure what that is actually. What is that? Test your skills in the all new Wrecking Zone, an explosive 5 versus 5 multiplayer competitive where destruction is your ultimate weapon against friends and rivals. So yeah, it's only 3 megabytes in size apparently. So yeah, it's actually installed that, because I've already installed Crackdown already, 3, the actual game, so that I just go into now. Dark Dreams Don't Die, not too sure what that is. I think that's to do with the detective, is it, or something? There's something to do with the detective, and something happens or something, and he starts getting like sort of paranormal stuff going on. If that's the game I'm thinking, it might be a different game, but we've got Dendara, not too sure what that is. Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition. Then we've got Darksiders War Mastered Edition. That's the original first Darksiders game, but it's actually the remastered, or they call it a War Master, but it's a remastered of the original 360 and PlayStation 3 game. We've got The Blob, which is another game. Not too sure. It looks like a puzzle, maybe. Dead Island Definitive Edition and Dead Island Riptide Definitive Edition. Very good games, zombie style games. If you guys and girls haven't played those, I do recommend them. I hope they actually come to the Xbox 2 when they come out. When the Xbox 2 comes out, because apparently that's supposed the Xbox 2 and I believe the PS5 when it comes out. I'm hoping they will use the same CPU. Apparently, what I've heard of the PlayStation 5, it's going to be a super beast, which is going to have like 8K and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to be quite a sort of awesome console in a way. Anyway, I'm going to try and get through these as quickly as possible. We've got Dead Rising 2. Now, Dead Rising 3 was an awesome game. I've just seen Dead Rising 4 for like £10 at Sainsbury's, so I might actually get that maybe in a couple of weeks' time, if they've still got it for the same price. Deus Ex, or Deus Ex Mankind Divided, that's the second game of Deus Ex, or actually no, not second game, because it's actually the third game, because if you go back to the original PC version, there was a Deus Ex then, original on PC. I think that was only exclusive to the PC at the time. We've got Devil May Cry, Special Edition, which is number 4, Devil May Cry 4. And then we've got Dirt, which is another one, Dirt 4, absolutely brilliant game. We've got Disney Epic Mickey 2, The Power of 2, Xbox 360 game. Disneyland Adventures, if you haven't played that, I do recommend that because I love Disney games. And I started playing that like when it first came out. I picked up, I think, for like 25 quid. And I was playing that to like the days. There's got Peter Pan on it. What I mean, come on. You gotta love Peter Pan. Definitive edition of Devil May Cry. Yeah, that's just called Devil May Cry. Apparently they're supposed to be quite brutal and hard games, but yeah, I might try it out at some point. We got Doom, Double Dragon Neon, which is a 360 game. We got F1 2019 supposed to be coming out at some point by Codemasters. They're a brilliant company. They make some great cracking games. We've got Fable Anniversary. That's the first one of the first game, but I think that's like the Anniversary Special Edition, which comes with all the DLC. And that's on the 360, but it works on the Xbox One now because of the backwards compatibility on there. We got Fable 2. If you like these RPG style games, they're pretty cool. Fable 2, and we've got Fable 3, so we've got the entire trilogy there. And apparently I heard Fable 4 was coming out at some point as well, unless they've already brought out or something, but not too sure. Fallout 3, we've got Fallout 4, absolutely amazing sort of style RPG games as well, style, shoot 'em ups, so it's pretty cool. From the makers of Elder Scrolls 2, 3, and Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, and Skyrim as well, so it's pretty cool. And then we've got Elder Scrolls 6 coming out at some point as well, so I'm looking forward to that when that ever decides to come out. Farming Simulator, where you do your own farms, you have tractors, and you can actually grow your own crops and all that. It's pretty awesome as well. Recommended as well if you like those sort of simulators. It's a simulator to real life. We've also got Forza Horizon 4, Fusion Frenzy. We've got Guru Mao. Never played that game, but it's on 360, but you can play it on the Xbox One. So all these games here, you can play the entire Gears of War 1, 2, 3, and Gears of War 4. And actually the prequel to it, Gears of War Judgment. And then we've got Gears of War Ultimate Edition, which is, I think, is the remastered of the first one, if I'm not mistaken, or the remastered of the original. We've got Gianna Sisters Twisted Dreams, Director's Cut. Never played that one, but that looks quite cool. Graveyard Keeper, Grid 2, we've got Grip, we've got the Guacamole, Melee Super Turbo, which is an awesome game actually. It's sort of like a 2D style game, where you just go at bashing up everybody up, and you're like sort of a sumo, I think there's a sumo wrestler or something in the lines. And we've got Halo 5 Guardians, we've got Halo Wars 2, we've got Halo Wars Definitive Edition as well, so we've got Halo Spartan Assault, we've got Halo the Master Chief Edition, that's in 4K by the way now, guys and girls. Then we've got Headlander. I would like to see Headhunter 1 and 2 to actually come on the backwards compatible list for the Xbox One, because that would be just sweet. Hell's Blade, Senu's Sacrifice. I'm actually installing that because I've not really played that, but apparently I heard the graphics are really cracking in it. Hello Neighbor, which is another game. We've got Hexic 2, we've got Hitman Complete first season, I believe. Then we've got Homefront Revolution. I only played a little bit of that. I didn't really see much into that game. Even though it's probably good, but it's not my cup of tea and all that. Human Fall Flat, another game there. Then we got Hydro Thunder, Inner Space, Iron Brigade. We got Jetpack Refueled, Joe Danger 2, the movie. We've got Joe Danger, the special edition, all 360 games. We got Joyride Turbo. We've also got Jump Jet Rex. We've got Just Cause 3. I've just started playing Just Cause 4, but apparently it's free on the season pass or whatever, the Xbox pass. Cameo we've got there as well, which is Cameo. And then we've got Kingdom 2 Crowns. We've got Night Squad. Then we've got Keen of Fighters 98. What's that? Ultimate or something? I'm not too sure if that's Ultimate. By SNK. Laser League, Layers of Fear, Complete Saga of Star Wars. We've got Batman, DC Superheroes. Then we've got Indiana Jones, The Original Adventures, which is a Lego version for 360. Life is Strange Season 1. And we've got Season 2, Episodes 1. Then we've got Life is Strange Before the Storm. So that's awesome. Then we've got Manuel Samuel. Then we've got Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity. I think that's number 3. Yeah, Infinity 3 or Capcom. We've got Mass Effect. Curse of the Brotherhood. We've got Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 and number 1 there. We've got Metal Slug 20. We've got Metal Slug 3. We've got the Metro 2033 Last Light. Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year Edition. Absolutely amazing game, by the way. Do recommend it. I love the sort of the Middle Earth, Battle for Middle Earth style games and Lord of the Rings. Just absolutely awesome, epic games and films. And The Hobbit as well. Minecraft, we've got Monday Night Combat, Monster Hunter World. I mean, come on, this game is worth like £50-60 alone. Just amazing game. We've got Mortal Kombat 10, which I'm starting to do some video clips for at the moment to go on my YouTube channel with some commentary over the top of it. So I'm actually putting those in 4K on the system. And we've got MotoGP 17, it's a motorbike sort of style game. Then we've got Miss Explosion or Miss Explosion Man. Mud Runner, we've got Mutant Year Zero, Road to Eden, MX versus ATV Reflex. Then we've got the MXGP3, that's like sort of motocross. I might actually try that out because I've not really played motocross games for a long time. We've got M+, no idea what that is, looks like more like a puzzle style game. Next Up Hero. Then we've got Ninja Gaiden Black, which is actually really, really fucking hard, in all honesty. I played some of those games. Not my cup of tea, though. We've got Elder Scrolls The Oblivion, which is an awesome game. Then we've got Ollie Ollie, which is another game. I think that's a skateboarding game. Then we've got Ollie Ollie 2 Extra Large Edition. Onrush Car Racing Motorcycle game, which is awesome as well. Then we've got Operencia, The Stolen Sun. They do change up some of these games, so you would have to download the games that you want to play now, so you could probably keep them. Then we've got Ori the Blind Forest Affinity Edition. Actually, I might actually install this one because I haven't really played this game, and it's only 9 gigs anyway, so it's not too bad. And I got it with my pass for at least 3 months for £1. Yeah, at the moment they did ones where you can get 3 months for £1, so that's a bargain, literally. We've got Perfect Dark Zero, Battlegrounds Unknown, awesome game where it's a survival of the fittest, 100 people in the game. That's including with you, and you just got to survive and kill everybody on the sort of the battlefield and become the winner and get a chicken dinner. So yeah, we've got Prey. We've got Pro Evolution Soccer 2019. This Prey's the newer version. This is not the remake, and this doesn't actually have anything to do with the old version of it. Yeah, I don't think it is in a way, at least to my point. Then we've got Pumped BMX Plus. Then we've got Pumped BMX Pro. My God, BMX Pro games, nice. Quantum Break, absolutely awesome game. If you like that, like sort of cinematic style movie games where you got movie clips in there in 4K. It does take a bit of a beef of your hard drive. There's like 160 or 150 gigabytes in size. It's absolutely probably one of the biggest games on the system. If you're playing it on the Xbox One X, you're looking at around about 100, I'd say 150 to 170 gigabytes in size for hard drive, just alone for just this game. Then we've got Rage on the Xbox 360. We've got Rage 2 coming out soon. So if you guys and girls haven't played the first one, I do recommend it. It's an awesome game. It's a bit like Borderlands, so you just go around with loads of different guns, shooting up the bad guys and all that in sort of a deserted, desolated sort of land. Then we've got Recall Definitive Edition. I believe this is the one with the robot, where you're just hunting machines down and just trying to get out of buildings and all that kind of stuff. Just got to get off the planet. I think you got to find a friends or something, or find your partner or something. Then we've got Rhyme. I'm not too sure what that is. That's probably a puzzle game. Rise and Shine. We've got Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider. Absolutely epic game as well. Great story on it. Robocraft, Infinity. We've got Rocket League, awesome car racing sort of FIFA with cars. It's like a FIFA football, but with cars. So you basically get your cars, you hit the football, and then you got to try and get them in the back of the net. And it's multiplayer and also just standard single player if you just want to play on by yourself against computers. Then we got Rue Inner. Never played that. Looks sort of a Japanese style game by the looks of it. Then we got Rush, a Disney Pixar adventure game. Absolutely epic game as well. Love those sort of style games, Rush. Rise Son of Rome. We got Saints Row 4. Then we got Saints Row the 3rd, the 360 game. Then we got Samurai Showdown 2, Scream Ride, where you can build your own roller coasters and throw people off it and actually end up killing them and all that. Awesome game. Sea of Thieves, one of the best games with best physics for water I've ever seen in a video game before. I haven't really played it since it first came out, but they've probably got a lot on there now to actually download and all that, like game-wise. It's I mean, when it first came out, there wasn't really much in it, but we've got updates after updates after updates, and it's probably added a ton of stuff in there now. We've got Shadow Complex, we've got Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which is the third game of the trilogy, of the newer games, not the original games. Shadow Warrior 2, then we've got Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. We've got Shantae Half Genie Hero. Then we've got Sheltered. Then we've got Sinner Sacrifice for Redemption. Skyforce Reloaded. We've got Snake Pass, Sniper Elite 4, Sonic and Knuckles, Spelunky or Spelunky. We've got Split Second, which is a car racing game where buildings and like sort of terrain collapses on top of you, and you just got to trigger it just to try and get the rest of the actual riders. We've got Explosion Man. We've got Star Wars Force Unleashed, 1 and 2 there. Knights of the Old Republic, the original Xbox game, works on the Xbox One 2. We've got State of Decay 2, State of Decay 1. Strange Brigade. We've got Sunset Overdrive. The same guys that made the new Spider-Man game, which is absolutely awesome as well. Game if you've never played it, but that's only actually exclusive to the PlayStation 4. So we've got Super Lucky's Tale. That's a nice little platform game. Just jumping up, collecting things, and just moving around the map. I think they did that in VR as well at some point. We've got Mega Baseball, Extra Innings, Super Street Fighter 4. Yes, that is actually available on the Xbox One to play. For any of you guys and girls looking to play that game on the 360 on the Xbox One, you can play it. We've got Super Time Force, we've got Terraria, which is a bit like Minecraft, technically, but a little bit more sort of niche sort of style. We've got the Book of Unwritten Tales 2, The Elder Scrolls Online, The Escapist, we've got the Flame in the Flood, we've got the Gardens Between, we've got Golf Club, we've got Golf Club 2, we've got Lego Movie Video Game, we've got The More, we've got The Swapper, we've got The Walking Dead Season 3 of the Telltales game. Then we've got The Walking Dead Michonne's Telltale mini-series, which is only a couple episodes, I think. We've got Season 2, Season 1, so if you like those sort of games, I do personally, because they got some great story on it, and you can actually choose your own path in it as well, so it's awesome. We've got the Hunter, Call of the Wild. I think there's Call of the Wild 2 as well in there somewhere, or the Hunter 2. We've got Hunter 1 and 2, I believe, in there. I'm not too sure if they put in the first one in there. Thief of Thieves Season 1. Thomas Was Alone. Tomb Raider, the Definitive Edition. That's like the first game of the trilogy. Toy Soldiers, Cold War. We've got Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. A mechanical vampire RPG sort of vampire game where you're trying to find out who actually turned you into a vampire, and your sister, I think it was, in the game. Then we've got Viva Pinata, Trouble in Paradise. We've got Warhammer, Vermintide, which is a quite cool game, just going hack and slash sort of style game. We've got Wastelands 2 Director's Cut. Got We Happy Few, which I'm downloading right now to see if it's any good. I might do a review on it. We've got the West Torado Double Barreled, which looks like a sort of a Western style game by the looks of it. And also we've got Edith Finch, Wolfenstein, we've got there as well, The New Order. We've got Zombie Army Trilogy. And we've also got Zoo Tycoon Ultimate Animal Collection. So this pretty much covers everything so far by the looks of it. I don't think I've missed any out. If there is any on the list, let us know in the comments. But it says here Game Pass. Actually, I think it was just on Show All. So obviously it was showing all the games it was in there. But anyway, guys and girls, cheers for watching. Stay safe. Have a good one. And I'll see you on the next episode. Because it is exactly, like I said before, Wednesday, 24th of April, 2019. And it's 4:12 in the morning now, guys and girls. Doing it for 28 minutes already.